Hi!
Hello.
Hi.
We just watched Judgment Day.
Yeah, Terminator 2.
Yep, we watched just to be fair, we watched the 1993 extended version. It's like 15 minutes longer
Yeah.
than the original version. So it was about 2.5 hours long.
Mm-hmm.
Did not feel its length at all.
It did not feel 2.5 hours. I was like, oh my gosh, is the movie almost over? I was like, what? That's so weird, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think we paused it, like, once for a bathroom break, but other than that, like, it didn't feel long at all. But yet, the sun has set since we have started.
Yeah.
And it's dark outside now.
So, T2, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, is obviously the sequel to The Terminator. We watched that last week. We didn't really feel like posting a review for that, but now we're doing our first movie review, probably.
A first official.
Yeah.
I'm sure we've probably mentioned movies
Yeah,
from time to time, like, oh my gosh, you should check this out.
Yeah.
You know?
We're probably going to do
Don't touch
several
your
of
face.
these.
Coronavirus.
You're silly.
Mm-hmm.
We're probably going to do a few of these because of coronavirus, and we're
We
cooped
don't
up
have anything else to do but stay home.
and also we enjoy it.
We do enjoy watching movies.
We enjoy watching movies, and we want to share our thoughts.
Yeah.
So, first official movie review. If you haven't seen it, here's a little bit of the trailer.
Same make.
These were taken at the West Highland Police Station, 1984. You were there.
Same model.
These were taken today.
You have to let me see my son. He's in great danger.
New mission. Once, he was programmed to destroy the future.
You don't know what it's like to try to kill one of these things.
Now, his mission
Get down.
is to protect it.
Come with me if you want to live.
You're really real.
His loyalty is to a child,
Who sent you?
You did. 35 years from now.
and his enemy
He's a Terminator like you, right?
Not like me.
is the deadliest machine ever built.
Can it be destroyed?
Unknown.
This time, there are two. Terminator 2.
Stop. All right, 3, 2.
I'm trying to be funny. Let me be funny.
All right. So let's start off. Jesse, what did you think of the movie?
I really liked it. It was so good. It was surprisingly good. I also didn't know anything about either Terminator movie before we watched other than that Arnold Schwarzenegger was in it. So I had no clue that there was things that happened in this one that I was like, what? I literally stood up on my feet and I was like, what? Am I allowed to spoil it? Is this a spoiler-free review?
We'll get into spoilers later. How about we do a spoiler-free part, and then we'll put on a spoiler sign
Spoilers!
when we get into spoilers.
Okay, well, overall, I thought it was very good. It deserves its action title. Oh my gosh, so many things happen. I can't, it's so fresh in my mind, I can't even wrap my head around it.
Yeah.
We literally just finished, 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Watching it.
Yeah,
We're
so it's
oh my
hot take.
Hot take. Whoa.
Yeah.
So.
I really liked it. I thought the action is phenomenal. Not just Terminator 2 is known for having a lot of really revolutionary CGI, computer-generated stuff early on before a lot of that stuff really took off, and now it's everywhere nowadays.
Yeah.
But Terminator 2 had a lot of original liquid simulation visual effects. It's mind-blowing for the time. And it still holds up. It's CGI, but it really doesn't matter.
And there's a spoiler in the title cards. when they do the THX title.
Yes.
That's a spoiler for the movie.
So that's interesting because I've seen that for years
That's a spoiler.
where they'll shatter the thing and then it melts into liquid and turns into the THX.
Yeah, at
thing.
the very beginning of the movie when they're doing the THX logo. That's
Yeah.
a spoiler for the movie.
So.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I mean, that was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was much better than the first one. Just, I mean, from an action standpoint, I mean, the stunts in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
This movie had so much more, like, depth in it, too. Like, it felt deeper. Because, like, since, like, you had the first movie to go off of, you, like, really got to understand, like, the trauma that she was going through, having known all this stuff for so many years and how that affects a person, you know?
by she, you mean Sarah Connor?
Yeah. Do I need to say her name?
Yeah. I think we can spoil the first movie, but we probably shouldn't spoil this one.
Yeah. Okay. But still, like, that trauma of knowing all the stuff from the first movie about what would happen in the future, that really affects someone. And she was in an insane asylum, which probably would happen. Like, if she's like, if no one believed her. And oh my gosh. That was crazy. I just felt bad for her when, like, they wouldn't let her just see her son. Like, she just wanted to see her son. Like, she was willing to, like, lie to them and say she doesn't believe any of the stuff she said for so long just so she could see her kid. Like, oh my gosh. That's, like, it got so deep in this movie, you know?
Yeah.
Like, everything she went through was, like, so much for her character.
Yeah, what I thought was interesting is, to me, at least, this movie had been advertised as the badass Sarah Connor movie, where...
You said a bad word.
Sorry, Mom. So, this movie got advertised to me of, oh, this is the tough girl movie, where it was one of the first, like, tough girl action movies. And what really struck me about this movie versus the way tough girl action movies are done nowadays is... Sarah Connor is a character. Like, she's a very layered, disturbed character. She's not...
Yeah.
she's not just an action hero who just is awesome and destroys stuff and is super competent and is awesome. But...
You said awesome twice.
But she's not just that. She's... I mean, she is that, but she's also just a very troubled character. And there's a lot of depth to her character. And also some... I mean, something that modern female action movies kind of shy away from is femininity. Femininity.
Are you saying that it's feminine to have feelings?
There are certain things... Women feel differently than men, right? And so when you have a female action hero and you strip away the femininity of the character, then all of a sudden it's just a dude. It's just a dude being played by a girl.
That makes sense. Sorry, that was my phone.
Yeah, we both got a group text.
Oh, really? We're in the same group chat. Can you guess that we're friends? Can you guess that we even have friends? Anyway, back to the review. If this is even a review. Or it's just us talking about femininity.
But yeah.
Femininity.
But that I was really impressed by and I really liked. Because I thought it was really good, a really good decision from a writing standpoint. Yeah. I mean, this movie's awesome. The first movie is not as fun to watch as this one.
Yeah.
Like the first movie is like almost like a horror movie.
Yeah,
almost.
I get that. I get those vibes. It really is because you're mostly just running away from this thing, and like it's a terrified, very vulnerable like person. Like she is just a waitress before the thing started chasing her. In this movie, she's like trained for years. Like she knows how to speak Spanish, and she's like very familiar with a lot of things that you would normally not be familiar with unless you're in that situation.
Yeah.
So she trained. She knew it was coming. Or at least she knew it might happen again.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought this was a great... It built on the last one really well. Like, the first Terminator is its own thing. This one is something different.
Yeah, but it built onto it really well.
Yeah, it's
Especially with already knowing some of the characters.
yeah, that was really cool to see all the characters come back, because it's more than just the main character. Like, there's a couple side characters that come back, which is neat. Anything else? You want to get into spoilers?
Spoilers? Not that I can think of without spoilers.
All right, so from this point forward, we're gonna get into some spoilers for T2. So
if you care,
if you care, you
mute
want to
us.
turn it off,
Yeah.
go see the movie,
and then
come
come back.
Yeah.
Or if you don't care, just keep on listening. Or if you've already seen the movie and you don't care.
All right, so we're good? Good. Okay. So the biggest thing I thought was really interesting is that you were surprised by is you didn't know that the Terminator was the protector in this movie.
Yeah, I didn't know that Arnold Schwarzenegger's character was the protector, and the other guy that was pretending to be the police was actually the real Terminator, and I was like, what? I literally stood up on my feet, and I was like, what the... What? I could not believe that twist. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see that coming at all. Like, especially what they were leading up to, which is what was intended. But still. Oh my gosh. That was crazy. Oh my gosh. And Arnold's character.
Yeah.
He had so much more depth this movie. I was really sad when he, like, basically boiled to death.
Yeah, so that's
That
another
was
thing.
really emotional for me. I was like, oh my gosh, he's just started to learn feelings and how to be more human, and now he's got to die, and he knows he's got to do it. I also felt bad for Miles when he died. I mean, yeah, he killed, like, 33 billion people, like, in the future, but, like, he didn't mean to. Wow.
Yeah.
But I still feel bad for him because he was still a dad and a husband, and he had a loving family. And
Yeah.
and when his son was like, "Don't hurt my daddy," when Sarah came in and almost shot them, like pretty much almost killed him, like in front of his family, I was just like, "Oh my gosh, this is so much."
Yeah, that part was super fascinating because Sarah turns into like this psychotic killer for part of the movie.
And do you remember what I said?
What did you say?
I said she's turning into them and she's realizing it. Because she realized that she was just trying to kill him. And I said, she's almost no better than them, like just terminating people. And she realized it. At the same time, I realized it. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's realizing it too! Ah!
Yeah.
Because she's human.
And again, that's such a cool way to build on the first movie. Like, in the first movie, you set up that concept. And then the second movie, they really challenge it. Which I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
And
oh my gosh.
And also the way that you get into the character. I mean, if you know that what this dude does is going to be responsible for the deaths of 3 billion people.
Yeah.
Like, what would you do?
Yeah. But at the same time, like, he's not intending, like, an evil mastermind, like the normal bad guy in a movie, you know? Like, the only, like, real bad guy in this movie was the Terminator that was trying to kill the kid, and like, and then they were trying to stop the guy from inventing this thing that would invent the Terminators. I'm so confused. But still, like, he didn't mean to. Like, he totally, like, got it right away. He wasn't like, well, I'm still gonna go through with it. It can't be bad. I'll change my mind. Like, he was totally like, okay, let's burn all of my life's work. And I just, like, that's gotta do something to somebody, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
That's something I wish they'd shown more is... I mean, I guess it kind of would have slowed the movie down, because this is a really fast-paced movie.
It's fast-paced, and that's why it does not feel like 2.5 hours. It felt like an hour-and-a-half long movie, but it was 2.5 hours long, which was still mind-blowing me. I was like, oh my gosh, the movie's over! Whew.
Yeah, it really would have slowed the movie down if they had shown him
like
agonizing over destroying his life's work.
Yeah, but they basically like told him everything, and he's just like, well, it's gotta be done, and just burn it all.
Yeah.
Like, he was so accepting. And then he ended up sacrificing himself at the end to blow everything up. I thought, oh, no, he's not gonna blow stuff up. He can't do it. But he basically died doing that. Like, oh my gosh, like, talk about, like, a shift, you know?
Oh, yeah, that was... that was pretty... Yeah, that was pretty sudden.
Yeah, also, it was really... That was kind of dumb that they had all the remains from the Terminator and they said there was no evidence of him to Sarah when she was in the same asylum and they totally had evidence. That's messed up.
Yeah.
That's pretty messed up.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what else? What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was when, ooh, oh my gosh. My favorite part, I had a couple of favorite parts, but like, I honorable mention was when, the bad Terminator got frozen by liquid nitrogen just because I was nerding out about liquid nitrogen. And like my ultimate favorite part was when you find out that when they're in the mall and they're chasing them that Arnold is not the bad Terminator and that the cop is the bad Terminator because like you had no suspicions up until then leading to think that was the case because he was the bad guy in the last movie. He's probably the same bad guy, like, sent again. And so, like, but then when you find out that he's protecting them, and you're just like, what? You mean this guy is the bad guy? And you're the good guy now? And, like, what?
Yeah.
That was totally mind-blowing and very... It's just my favorite part, because I was just so blown away by that. Like, whoo!
Yeah, I unfortunately knew that was the case, but I really enjoyed watching you realize that.
You know, you gotta stop doing that, because sometimes you look at me when you know something good's gonna happen, and so I suspect that something good's gonna happen, or something bad, or something crazy that's gonna give me a reaction that you're gonna want to watch, so you gotta stop watching me when we're watching movies.
Yeah, the other part I turned to look at you at is when Sarah Connor's having her dream, and then the nuclear bomb goes off and kills everybody in the dream.
And they all burn and fly away like paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she gets, like, blown to bits.
Yeah.
I was just looking at your reaction to that.
I wasn't even paying attention that you were looking at me during that scene. But, like, I think you had said there was a scene that was, like, really important or like that or talked about. And so, like, I knew it was coming up as soon as you mentioned that, so... I couldn't really react that much, but at the same time, I was like, huh, when the whole world blew up, I was like, huh, the panic with Corona. Too real. But, anyway. What else? What was your favorite scene? Did you already say
Oh, boy. There was part... I really enjoyed the car chase towards the end of the movie. Like, with the semi-truck and
the pickup truck.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was really exciting, and especially the part when he climbed on the outside of the car and climbed over to the pickup truck and started shooting through the windshield.
Yeah, that was so pretty cool.
Cool, and it all ended with the hasta la vista, baby.
Yeah. They did all three of the lines that you wanted to hear in this movie. They did the new one, which was the hasta la vista, baby. And then they did the come with me if you want to live, and I was like, ah! Because I said that in the first one, and it's very important. And then they do the I'll be back. He does that again. I wonder if he does that in all the movies.
I think he does. I hear the movies go downhill from here. Like I hear like this is the best Terminator. I think the most recent one, Terminator Dark Fate, takes place in like an alternate universe directly following Terminator 2.
Oh, interesting. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure because it's the time travel, it messes up the timelines and stuff, and I don't know much about the other movies, but I heard somewhere that that's the way the timeline works.
Yeah. I also feel bad for John Connor because, like, he's never going to meet his dad until he's older. Like, he was saying in the movie, like, knowingly as, like, a 12-year-old that his dad is not even born yet, and that's gotta mess up him too, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, like, it's gotta be done for the sake of humanity in that film, you know? So he's gotta learn how to do all these stuff and be a good leader someday. It's crazy. Like, that's so much pressure on a kid.
Yeah. But what's cool about the end of this movie is
don't touch your face.
They sort of imply that it could all end at the end of this movie.
Yeah. They did.
Yeah.
Like, this movie, they could have not made the other Terminator movies, and these two movies would have been just fine on their own. Because, you know, basically at the end of this movie, they're like, okay, we defeated all the research that Miles does. We defeated the bad Terminator, and the other Terminator's destroyed, so they can't even make anything out of that one. And so everyone will be fine. They could have ended with that, you know? I'm gonna sneeze.
Don't sneeze on the podcast.
I'm sorry, it was coming. It's allergy season.
Yeah, and coronavirus season.
And coronavirus. Sneezing has nothing to do with corona.
All right. Yeah, I think those were our biggest thoughts on the movie. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and you know what would be nice is to listen to these or watch these later to remember what we thought about the movie when we start to forget about the movie. Like tomorrow morning. Like, what happened?
So those were our thoughts on Terminator 2. We'll have to do another one of these. I really enjoyed doing this.
Yeah, well, you know, we're going to be locked in our house for quite some time, so...
So we'll have to review another movie. What are we going to watch next, do you think?
I don't know. We have a lot of movies checked out. We could watch Terminator 3.
Yeah.
But I don't want to watch all of those, like, back to back to back. I like to put some space in between them so I can tell them apart later on.
Yeah.
I don't know. Usually I like to watch an action movie than a comedy, so maybe we should watch a comedy next.
Yeah, we'll review a comedy next.
Maybe we should watch Long Shot next. Or Booksmart. Gary doesn't like the movies I pick.
It's fine.
He only
no,
likes
we
the
can
movies
watch...
he picks.
No, I've heard it's good. We can watch it. It's fine. It's fine. I've heard good things. Anyway.
We've got lots of movies to choose from.
Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely going to come back and
We
do
have
another
no
one of these
shortage
reviews.
of movies to watch.
Yeah, we're definitely going to come back and do another one of these reviews. I really, really enjoyed doing it.
Yeah. This is fun. Maybe we'll even have guests when we review movies
Yeah.
that we watch with friends.
That would be a lot of fun if we have a couple of friends, L&M.
L&M.
Yeah. You may meet them at some point.
They'd probably be interested.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Especially L.
Yeah, we watched
A Quiet Place with them like last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we remember
Even though we all saw it, but M hadn't seen it.
We watched this movie with Will Ferrell, Stranger Than Fiction, and we tried to do like a group 4 people movie review
that
of it.
was like a year and a half ago.
It was a while ago. We really do need to have him on. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'll have to do that sometime.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, good deal. Well, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching. Bye.